Karen here from Sonarta Eco Centre and Gardens. As part of the Worldwide Global Schools Initiative, our initiative Youth for Change, at your school, we want to also support you, the teacher, with tools to ensure you feel comfortable and confident with bringing global citizen education experience into your classroom. In this short video, I'll introduce you to some practical activities for grounding, focusing and calm in the classroom. Global citizen education empowers people to understand that in our ever increasingly interconnected world, human rights violations, inequality and poverty continue to threaten peace and sustainability. GCE inspires learners to see themselves both as local and global citizens, and to become active promoters of more peaceful, inclusive, secure and sustainable societies. Through our project, we explore the interconnections between local and global issues. Topics like globalization, loss of habitat, climate justice and the refugee crisis, among others, and how they all intersect. These are worthy and essential discussions. We recognise that they need a courageous, emphatic and respectful approach. These topics may feel uncomfortable. They may trigger an emotional response. Thoughts are physiologically experienced as well as psychologically. It's easy to feel disconnected when listening to the demanding or difficult topics, especially for our young adults. An effective tool to keep students feeling grounded, secure and calm in these explorations is bringing embodiment activities into the classroom. So what are embodiment activities? Embodiment activities are about bringing movement, bringing action into the learning experience. It's a holistic approach to learning. It also brings a bit of fun and activity to sometimes difficult times and difficult conversations. So today with you, I'm going to share 4 activities that can be done in the classroom. They can be done at any time. It's up to you to judge when they may be suitable or when they're required, when they're needed. Is the energy a bit low? Are the students disengaged? Can you notice that they're getting a bit tense and tight? So would one of these activities help to bring them back into focus? Help them to feel more embodied in their body. And when they're in their body, they're more relaxed, they're less anxious, and the learning experience is really effective. The activities that I have chosen are really simple and they're really easy to bring into the classroom. You don't need any prior training or experience, just a willingness to try something. There are many, many activities out there, so feel free to have a look if there are more that you wish to explore. But for today, let's start with activity number 1. Okay, so this one I think you may have heard of before, box breathing. Box breathing is super powerful, yet really simple. It's a relaxation technique, and what it does is it helps our breathing to return to a natural rhythm. So when we're feeling stressed, when we're feeling a little bit anxious, what happens is our breathing takes on a different rhythm. It comes out of its natural rhythm, its natural flow, and this can heighten that feeling of anxiety. It makes it really difficult to concentrate. Box breathing is also known as 4 square breathing. So imagine you're breathing in, you're holding, you're exhaling, and you're breathing out. All right. So what we're doing, breathing in, holding, breathing out, holding, breathing in. There we go. Just making sure that I'm focused and paying attention. Okay, it's really quick. It's basically resetting the breath. And when you reset the breath, it's like resetting the whole body and the mind and getting everything driving together at the same pace. So really simple. All you need to do is make sure that your students are sitting down. Invite them to place both their feet onto the floor. And if possible, to sit back in their chairs so that their back is being supported. what we're going to invite them to do, and I'm going to invite you to do this with me, because I always think it's really important to try something. If you're going to ask your students, be willing to try it yourself before you ask them. So let's have a little go. Let's have a little bit of fun. I'm just going to talk through the first round, and then afterwards I'm going to guide you through a couple of rounds. So we're going to breathe in, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, inhale. So let's go through that again. So basically we're creating a square. We're counting the breath 4 ways, because the pause in between the inhale and the exhale is as important as the inhale and exhale themselves. It allows the body to reset. It really is effective for our vagus nerve, for that process of relaxation and feeling embodied. So I'm going to talk you through. I invite you to place both feet into the ground. Place your hands where it feels comfortable. I find just sitting onto your lap. You can place them on your belly if that feels more inviting. And just allow your eyes to become a little bit more soft focused. Okay, so inhaling, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 3, 4. Inhale, 3, 4, hold, 3, 4. Exhale, 3, 4, and hold, 3, 4. One more time. Inhale, 3, 4, hold, 3, 4. Exhale, 3, 4, hold, 3, 4. And just allow your breathing now just to find its way into that natural rhythm. How did you find that exercise? Did you find it a bit challenging? Sometimes people find that count of 4 a little bit challenging. So perhaps you'd like to start with the count of 3, and maybe that's going to be how you'll introduce it with your students. So remember, great way to relax, clears the mind, relaxes the body, and it improves focus and concentration. An ideal state of being for any student in the classroom, at home when they're studying, or anywhere they may find that it becomes useful. Great. So let's get on to activity number 2. Activity number 2, this is great fun, all right? So you have to allow yourself to feel a little bit silly with this activity. And I think it's great for students. It allows them to get up, it allows them to get moving. This is not to be confused with windmill breathing in yoga. This is different. This is windmill breathing, and it's about bringing really an intense burst of oxygen to the body, and it floods the body and the brain with oxygen, lifts the energy of the person, lifts the energy of the room and the group, shakes off any tiredness. So great one after lunch when people feel a bit sleepy after they've eaten, and it's great for getting those creative juices flowing. And also, as I said, it's a little bit of fun. So I'm going to invite you to just, if you will, step back, stand up out of your chair. So basically with windmill breathing, what we're going to do is as we inhale, we're going to swing our arms backwards like a windmill, swing, swing, swing all the way around. And then when we're full of breath, we're going to exhale. And as we exhale, swing our arms forward. And as you exhale, I'm just going to invite you to exhale. So focus your lips. So imagine you're blowing out through a tube or a straw. Okay, so are we ready? All right, let's do this. Breathing in and breathe out. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Once more for a bit of fun. Breathing in and breathe out. Shake off that body. How do you feel? Woo! So, as I said, you get a burst of oxygen going through the body. feel a little bit bright. Your eyes should be full of focus, and certainly everything becomes a lot more crystal clear. And as I said, it's a little bit of fun. It gets your students moving. So that is your standing windmill breath. So activity number 3, we're going to do our progressive muscle relaxation. This is it's a very well known and has been used for a very long time within stress management and well-being programs. Progressive muscle relaxation, it's a really effective way of releasing the tension and tightness we feel in our body as a result of stress and anxiety. So when you feel stress and anxiety, it affects the nervous system, and the nervous system braces the body. So we get contracted muscles because our nervous system becomes active. Okay, that makes it difficult to concentrate. It's effective for a short period of time, but it can leave us feeling achy and sore and worn out, and then for students get a bit tired, and us adults too. So the great thing about this is when we're feeling relaxed within our body, when our muscles are relaxed, again, it's very difficult to feel any anxiety. Progressive muscle relaxation, there are different methods. The longer method is lying down and following a very specific sequence. The method I'm going to share with you today is a quick and easy method. It's done in the seated position, and it's following the face, the arms, shoulders, the legs, and then we're doing a full body. So what we do with progressive muscle relaxation is that when we inhale, we focus on one part. So say, for example, the shoulders, and we scrunch and tighten those up. So on the inhale, you're tightening, 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 and on the exhale, you're relaxing. And when you do this a couple of times, so consciously tensing and consciously relaxing, what you're doing is you're telling the body, you're reminding the body what it is to be relaxed and allowing it to go into a relaxed state, which is a natural default, which is a natural way of being. We're not meant to be up like this. All right. So as I said, we're going to follow through. So I'm going to bring your attention. I want you to bring your attention to your face. So sitting down, 2 feet flat on the ground, placing your hands wherever they feel comfortable, perhaps resting on your lap. If it feels easier to do this, you can close down your eyes, or you can simply bring your eyes into a soft gaze. So as you inhale, I want you to tighten and scrunching up. Lovely look. Tighten up, tighten, tighten, tighten the face, tighten the scalp, and exhale. And just let it all fall out. Let it just relax. So many muscles here. And so often we see with stress response that people are clenching their jaw at night and tightening up. So it's a really, really effective one. In fact, you can invite your students to do it in bed at night if they find it difficult to get to sleep or if they are clenching their jaws. So we go from the face, so tighten, inhale, and tighten, tighten, tighten. Exhale and relax. Next, the arms. So making a fist, tightening them, and then bringing them up. So tighten, 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 tighten in your inhale, and then just let them fall and relax out. Tighten as you inhale. Next, the shoulders. So we're going to inhale. Inhale. So next we're going to move on to the legs. So I want you to just stretch your legs out in front of you, giving you the maximum ability to just really tighten those legs up. So inhale and exhale, release. Inhale, tighten up those legs, and exhale, release. And then the final one that we're going to do is we're going to tighten up everywhere in our body. So we're going to really bring that concentration, really tighten up everything. Squeeze the bum in the chair, squeeze the legs, squeeze the arms, the belly, the back, the head, everywhere. Okay, so inhale. And one more for good luck. How's your body feeling? All right. Are you noticing that one part of this side of the body, one shoulder was maybe a little bit tighter than the other? So tension can appear in the body in many different ways. And it's really, really important that we really look and see what it feels like, that we become aware of what it is to feel the difference between relaxation and tension. Because when we're in that relaxed state, anxiety, we can't feel anxiety. So it's really, really important, especially when you're having uncomfortable and difficult conversations. All right. Final activity, activity number 4. So this activity, again, this is just more so for lifting the energy of the group. Perhaps there's been an interesting debate or conversation, especially when there's differences of opinion, which are natural, healthy in a discussion, but sometimes that can leave a little bit of tension in the air. So if we want to just clear it, here's a fun exercise. The other added bonus, it allows for movement. It gets the blood and the lymph flowing. And yeah, as I said, it's just something a little bit fun. So with Body Bingo, unfortunately I can't demonstrate because I'm just here by myself. So what you're going to do is you're going to allot each student a number from 1 to 4. So continuing on. So depending on the size of your group, you'll have several number 1s, several number 2s, and so on and so forth. You're going to get everybody to stay seated in their desks. And then what you're going to do is you're going to call out a number really quickly. So if you call out number 1, all the number 1s need to stand up and sit down. Call out number 3. Maybe you're going to call out number 3 again. Maybe number 1. So you're basically getting the students standing up, sitting down, and keeping them sharp, keeping them focused. And it's both an embodiment and a mindfulness practice. And it's a fun way of doing it. You know, it's just lightening the mood, getting them to concentrate, who's focused, up, down, and a little bit of a play around. It also gets them out of their chair and it takes them out of their heads and back into their bodies. So it brings a nice relaxed focus, which is great for bringing in a concentration into the classroom. So there we have it. So 4 simple activities, and I hope you had a go of them today. And if you feel it's appropriate, try them in your classroom. And again, let me know how you get on. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, Karen Kelly, IRL @gmail.com. You also have my phone number. Please feel free to get in touch and I can talk you through any of these. I hope you have fun. I hope you see great levels of focus and concentration and grounded students. Slán.